So in a previous video, I talked about why I started PTBI, but I think it also would be valuable if I shared how I started PTBI. So what is PTBI first and foremost? PTBI is the Personal Trainers Business Incubator. It is the current business that we are growing, and we recently just hit new records every single month. We're gonna hit 7 figures this year. And it's pretty cool to see because the first year we started PTBI, it was just myself. We did 250K, just me. The next year after that, we had a couple team members. I think we had a team of 3. We did about 750K. And this year we are going to blow past 1 million, which is really, really cool. What were the series of steps that allowed us to get here? The first thing is that you just have to decide. Like, I just decided it was time to start this business. I really didn't wait for any permission. There was mentors and coaches that I looked up to where I was like, what are they gonna think if they see me come out with a new offer? And I was pretty nervous to first get started, but at the same time, I knew that this was my purpose and I knew that this was what I had to do. I just decided, like, I'm gonna make this transition. I'm gonna do what I have to in order to be successful. And it wasn't a quick transition. I think a lot of people, when they start a business, they try to make this big grand opening or big announcement. It wasn't like that for me at all. It was really just working with a couple private clients by myself. I believe I charged them $500 per month, which was just about what I was charging for online coaching. They were getting it practically for free. I would work with 3 clients. I coached them every single week, week to week to week, and just told them literally everything to do. That was the start of this business. That's how we started PTBI, is just me on Zoom, just talking to trainers and telling them what to do. And eventually what happened is I coached enough trainers once I had about like 5 that I worked with really closely. I started to see and understand what these trainers needed to hear in order for them to be successful. And I would test out one thing with one trainer and it would get really good results. And I would test out that same thing with another trainer and it would get really good results. And then at that point I had proof of concept and I knew this thing is repeatable, this thing is duplicatable. What I did is I took all those lessons that I first taught those trainers and I turned it into an online course. This is what allowed us to scale beyond one-on-one coaching because now we had material that we can then deliver at scale. From there, we went from 5 coaches to then having a group session. We grew our group session to about 30 coaches. And at that point, that was when I stopped fitness coaching because I knew that PTBI was gonna be the next thing for my career. That's pretty much how it started. It started off with a couple trainers, working one-to-one, really understanding what their needs and what their needs are, building out the resources for those trainers custom, creating a process behind the transformation to get those trainers results, and then scaling it to a level to where now we follow the same model. It's still a group coaching model. We do have one-on-one support. We do, have check-ins and responses, and every single coach in our program gets attention. However, it's in a way that we're doing the same thing, but just at scale, which has allowed us to grow from 250K our first year to 7 figures our 3rd year in business, which is pretty damn exciting. If you guys are interested in PTBI and learning a little bit more about what it is and how it can help you start your own online coaching business, check out the links down below. Those will kind of walk you through next steps, and we would love to show you what we're all about.